This is not going to be a long video. This is going to be fairly short. And what I want to do in this video, guys, by the way, welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. I happened to catch some of the Julestellsall live show that they did. And they invited some people into the room that I have history with. That would be BurntToast was there. BGTV was there. And it was a couple of other people that was there. And BurntToast, Jules, BGTV, and some of these other people that are part of the group formerly known as True Dragoons have been really upset at Carrie and other content creators for stealing their thunder. And I know what they're doing. I've been around these people long enough to know how they think. And when I say these people, I'm talking about their characteristics. Like Dragnut, I was affiliated with Dragnut for about 10 years before this whole, no, not 10 years. I would say about 7 years before the whole Shanny thing that started happening and everything. I know how these people think. So what they're doing is that they're using Teddy Bear and they're using other people in the community to try to get to like a couple of content creators, which is why they're using stock accounts to give to Shanny and Rev because they believe it's going to hurt Carrie and frustrate her, maybe make her laugh, for the lulls for them and everything. But I want to show everybody this little bold-faced lie BurntToast told. I was looking for a name to call her, but I'm just going to stick to what I've been saying about her, that she's anorexic and that she needs to go find some food to go eat. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this clip here on my phone, and I want people to listen to what was being said on here. And this is why I've never been able to get along with these people that call themselves dragoons. They just are revisionist about history. They will tell you something, and then they will deliberately lose their memory for all the other things that they did. This is part one of maybe 2 videos that I'm going to do. I'm going to show people audio today, and then I'm going to show you text, and then I might bring Gentleman Pioneer on here just to show you how hypocritical, just the levels of hypocrisy of some of these people on here. So let's get to this here, and then I'll look at the chat. So just give me a minute here. This is the clip here. In this video here, I guess they're talking about Nick Bravo, I guess, during the time of this particular part or whatever. Let me show everybody this here. This is the clip that I took here. Okay. I believe this is going to be around the 13 or so minute mark as far as a timestamp on their channel. I was going to edit this, but I know after I run today and after I do some other things that I'm going to do today, I'm not going to have the energy for this. But I want people to listen to these people. And this actually makes me kind of mad when I hear this, because they always talk about nobody else taking personal responsibility on here. Let's listen to what they got to say here.
Thing is like people like Carrie who just come in or newer or whatever to the thing. It's not the fact that you can't review Nick. That's not what anybody here is saying. It's the fact you can't come in here and tell us something that we've already done for years. Like, how many times do you may tell Nick he's racist? You may tell him that every day. Would that make you happy?
No, I want to stop it there real quick, and I want to respond to that. Just like Carrie or anybody else on here, they have a right to respond to whoever they want on here. You can't claim that a content creator on here is your own personal thing. The reason why these people are saying this is because the amount of money that they're losing, because they were coming after myself and it was coming after Shanny. And now that they're only particularly going after Shanny right now, they're getting mad because their audiences are not the same. And they don't like the fact that somebody else, that people are actually seeing these people for who they are and what they are, the groups that they was involved, the kind of people that they was involved with. And they don't like the fact that somebody else is on here doing a better job than they were. Let me tell you something. You can say whatever you want about Carrie and Michael and that channel over there. They have yet one time to come on here and use a racial slur about anybody or defend anybody who uses racial slurs. And God knows how many other personal things they haven't done yet too. Like I said, there will be a part 2 of this. This one's going to be fairly short. Let me play this video.
But not only that, like me personally, I've called Shanny and Rev out for saying the N-word. I've called Von Helton. I did a whole video on that. I've called out Nick Bravo, Sabella, all these people that have said negs, right? I could go down the list. The person that I review right now.
All of the people that she mentioned are people that she doesn't like. She didn't mention anybody she does like. We'll get to that in a minute.
I call her out when she says racist shit. I just like, if Jules was rapping a song and decided to upload it with her saying the hard ER, I'd call her ass out too. So why does she think that she's gonna get?
Okay, so why am I playing this, and why do I believe BurntToast is lying through her teeth? Because BurntToast has not called out everyone who's used these type of jokes or who has made these kind of these kind of words. And as a matter of fact, she befriended a lot of them. You want to know why? Because when GTV was up, and I would upload a stream, her and her the people that I would like to popularly call the formerly known as the Dragoons would leave NIG and the rest of the letters in my comment section. I'm going to show everybody that in part 2. But instead of doing that, I'm going to play probably the most damaging video that exists on the internet regarding these people and the person that she did not properly address. No, Bullhorn. I'm sorry. No, BurntToast. The reason why you are going after Bullhorn Betty isn't because she's a terrible person or whatever. You're going after her because you see dollar signs. The reason why you were coming after me because you saw dollar signs and you thought it was the popular thing to do. What you should have did when you had the opportunity was really dig into the people and separate and distance yourself away from the people that was doing stuff like this. This happened on the Geek Room.
That's the worst thing I need air. There is a reasonable amount of time that I spend talking to Drag about different foibles in my fucking dating life because I'm a goddamn psycho, but never in my life a girl has thought, oh God, is the next breath coming? Bro, now you know why she fucks homeless men, because nobody misses them when they're gone, That's what it is. Oh my God. I've been with what I considered bigger chicks before, but Jesus Christ, I can't breathe. I've never, maybe a couple of times after a whirlwind. Are you saying you've never been George Floyded by a girl? Nah.
That was a really big thing that happened on the Geek Room. And as you guys remember, the last time the Geek Room was on my channel, I did confront them about this. I confront them about this a lot because they played it kind of light. Like he didn't really do anything wrong. It was a joke. And he ain't do nothing wrong. But they get on here and they try to act like they're championing the causes of racism. Let me tell you something. Some of you will remember that when I had GTV up, Shani came on my YouTube channel. Now we're going to start with in terms of back to GTV days, we're going to deal with the future and everything and whatnot, right? Before we go to the past, just to show you how I'm actually consistent with what I say on here, all right? But Shani came on GTV and Shani was using the N-word while I was in the room when Miss Parker was in the room. I forget who the other people was in the room, but I know Miss Parker was one of the people that was in my room. Now, some people will say, well, G-Man, look at what you was doing. This person was your friend and you didn't say anything. That has already been addressed. I've already talked about that. And I've already dug into Shandy's behind about it. Okay. When they lived inside of the house, again, we're not going to go backwards yet. We're going to go even more forward. When they lived inside of the house, Rev went out there and he called Dragna the N-word 15 times. I got on his case about that. Okay. And if they was intellectually honest, they would go on their streams and they would say that I did that. Before they lived in the house, before the stream, when Shandy came into the room, there's a video that exists. Thank God for the what is it? For the archive channels, and I have it downloaded, and it's the one where it's called "Marked by God, G-Man Destroy Shandy for Christ," where I actually call her as being a racist. As a matter of fact, I do this a couple of times when I was living in a house the first time, and they threw me out. Okay, why am I bringing this up? BurntToast did nothing but make excuses for Scientist Sam. Todd Malakote, the same person that was in that room, was making excuses for Scientist Sam. They all was making excuses for Scientist Sam because Rich Boy was their friend. Because Rich Boy was their friend. All right. So BurntToast, you don't get to get that. I notice that every now and then you guys like to get together, you like to reminisce, and you like to become revisionist about the kind of people that you are on here. In my next video, I'm going to show everybody the comments that they were leaving in my comment section to show you, number one, they actually support racism. And number two, they will definitely support it for people they do not like. BurntToast, listen to me. I don't got a problem with you making videos about Carrie and these other people on YouTube and whatnot. That's your right, just like she has a right to talk about Shanny. But what I am not going to allow you and any of these dragoons to do is change history. That ain't going to happen. Not on my watch. And I know you think that Drake told you everything about me. Oh, you know, G-Man can't read, and G-Man can't write, and G-Man can't spell, and G-Man ain't got this, and G-Man ain't got that. G-Man can't afford this, and G-Man can't. It's time to deal with reality now. Since I was an actual victim of all of this, I will actually be correcting you as well as Jules, and obviously doing the other things I said I'm going to do as far as proving that you guys are financially backing a Shanny, all to get Carrie mad for your stupid lulls. I'm also anticipating the return of Drag Night. So I'm just sitting back and I'm waiting. That's all I'm doing. But I do know this, though. I do know this. You can go on that little atheist YouTube channel of Jules all you want and go on there and try to make stuff up all you want. Just know that the Popo is watching you. I guess you can call me a G-Man, the Dragoon Police. Because if there's anybody on here that can put you in your place, you know it's me. I'm not playing no games. I am not going to let you guys come and act like you're like these decent human beings and everything and whatnot. If you think I'm the only person that can come on here, believe you me, I could put a whole bunch of people in here that can get in here and tell you the truth about BurntToast, the truth about Jules, the truth about Malaco, the truth about all these races on here. Or we're supposed to forget about Grand Ultimate Villain and how he was one of the best donation people for you guys. But because of what Scientist Sam did, he chose to have nothing to do with you and you all ganged up on him. I got a ton of stuff I can bring up about this topic. But the bottom line is, BurntToast, you only call people out that you don't like. You don't talk about the people that you do like. I can prove I do it. And I can show it with a video on here or audio or whatever you need. Mind your business and worry about the person that you're stalking on your YouTube channel and stop trying to be a revisionist or you're going to continue to get owned.